We're gonna go foraging today. Last week I met up with Mark Merriweather and Tim Clemens. The both of them are like expert foragers. They practically know how to name all of the plants around them in the botanical name or like the scientific name. And I'm here just going around looking at stuff and it's like, oh, I know these by the common names. So last time I was with them, I was filming mostly on my GoPro, and I haven't really done a whole lot of reviewing on all the stuff that I've learned, but I remember a few things here and there. So the two plants that I became really obsessed about is the cutleaf coneflower, or sochan. It's a really tasty plant, and I want to learn more about it, and I want to be able to identify it in these woods again. Otherwise, I really liked the mountain mint, and I thought that was a really nice plant. It had a very aromatic, almost spearmint sort of like aroma, but it had almost like a cologne like undertone to it, which is really nice. And I want to collect a bunch of it and see if I can grow any of that. I've also got Raven with me here. Raven! Oh, she moved. She's just hanging out and she's enjoying this trip. But here you go. You see all that yellow that you're seeing in front? All of this is wood nettle. The hairs on the stem here are very visible, and there's a ton of them. The tops right here has a bunch of the seeds, and I want to collect them. I brought a small baggie with me like this, and yeah, I'm going to bring these seeds home, and I'm going to scatter them in my backyard. Okay, got a nice baggie of seeds. So you see all these plants here? These plants are edible, but I don't remember what they're called, and they look very similar to the cutleaf coneflower. Okay, I wish I had the two of them with me so they can help identify this with me, but I did eat some of this last time. So here it is. Like the feel of it, it feels somewhat fuzzy, almost velvety. The stem has sort of like a purplish color near the end here at the bottom, and a little purple in the middle here also. It looks like it has three leaves kinda, so like these two here on the sides, and then this one here at the top. And it's fairly symmetrical. The underside is slightly lighter, see? This is edible, but I forget what it's called. But I am using this footage here to kind of document it and learn about it. So I'm gonna go back and watch my old footage when Tim kind of shared more information about this plant, and I'm going to go back and learn and do more research. So let's go look for the cutleaf. So I just found the cutleaf coneflower, but I found something else that's really cool. Take a quick look. Oh, it's coming out. Oh wow, that's so cool. It's a really cool looking frog. I don't know what type of frog this is, but it's pretty small. That's my pinky right there. All right, we'll let the little guy go. There you go. But right here is the cutleaf coneflower. Oh, I pulled up the roots and everything. I might be able to plant this, but let's see here. I'm gonna pull out this piece. There you go. So this is the cutleaf coneflower. It's a lot larger than the other one. See? This right here, I forget what it's called, but this, see how similar they are? They both have the leaves on the side and then that single leaf in the middle here that looks like a pitchfork almost. This also has something similar, right? There are some key differences though. The bottoms are purplish also. The stems have this ridge on the inside. Both of them do. And cutleaf doesn't have that purplish color in the middle. It's a little bit more smooth, but it has some roughness to it too. But the taste, now the taste is different. So when I ate this, Tim told me that it has this aster taste, like it's aster or something like that. And I didn't really know, I don't know what that means really, but I've connected the taste of this with the word aster now. And then it gets buttery, which is really good. So, So yeah, I'm getting the aster, and the more you chew it, it gets to this really creamy, buttery flavor. Hints of grassiness, but that mellow, like butteriness is so good. Yeah, and the stem has more of the aster flavor also, and then it goes and then mellows out into that butteriness. Let me grab another one. So yeah, it's pretty easy to identify now that I have looked at it a little bit better. This is also called sochan. So you'll hear me say cut leaf coneflower or sochan. Yeah, this is so good. These leaves, right, the sochan is a lot bigger than the other plants that are around here. This is so good. I love it. I've been so obsessed with this, and I really want to grow this in my backyard now. The other plant, I need to figure out what it is and then learn a little bit more about it before I eat a bunch of it. But the sochan, I'm picking them like as I go here. So like there's a bunch more over here. So like where the raven is, a little further up. Yeah, so like right here, I'm gonna go all the way down to like where the roots are. I kind of want to just pull the whole thing up. Oh, nope, that didn't work. But yeah, this is awesome. Like you literally have a whole entire like salad in front of you. It's so good. I love this. Well, the thing is, this is actually a flower. There's going to be a stalk that comes up and it blooms into a coneflower, and it's really cool. So if I grow it, it's going to attract bees and birds and stuff like that, and so it'll give more of a diverse sort of like ecosystem in my backyard. Oh wow, I'm almost getting this like mint also. My mouth feels chilly, like as if I was eating mint. It's not really a taste of mint, but it's that chilliness when you get when you're eating mint, or like a breath mint or something. You get that chilling effect. That's interesting. That's really cool. This is my newest favorite plant, cut leaf coneflower, also known as sochan. I want to collect a bunch and bring it home and cook it and see what it tastes like cooked, because I've been eating it raw. So I just found this plant right here. Those are the flowers, and these are all the leaves. They're droopy, but they look like the cut leaf. I'm not 100% sure, but this actually might be a mature plant. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna taste the leaf. Yeah, I think this is it. There's a little astringency, like I'm getting this sort of like dry mouth sort of feeling, because I think this has I think it has some tannins in it, or it could just be a completely different plant entirely. But this is interesting because the flowers would look like kind of like this. They're all dead now though. But yeah, I'm gonna take pictures and stuff like that. I'm gonna send it over to the guys and see if they can help me identify it. All that yellow that you see is wood nettle. It goes far back. It goes real far back. And so I've only grabbed a few seeds and I'm gonna grow them. They're growing everywhere here. All right, so we're gonna go out to the prairie now. I'm leaving the woods kinda. This was where I found the mountain mint, and let's see if I remember how it looks like. It was pretty distinct. The leaves looked a lot similar to like rosemary and stuff, and like the bud, like the flower, was very, very aromatic. I loved it. Oh, there was also another plant, a bunch of berries and stuff like that I wanna check out again. Oh. Oh, I just found it. So it's this right here. There you go. Yeah, it was this right here. So I remember, if I remember correctly, these were called nanny berries. Let's see here. I want to make sure I got the right thing here. Yeah. So it has a singular seed on the inside, and it's somewhat ovalish. It has a singular flat seed on the inside. And the stuff on the inside is like black. But for some reason, all of them are still here. None of the birds have gotten to them. It's really weird. But all the leaves are gone. Maybe the birds know something we don't? I don't know. But Tim and Mark ate them like it's nothing. So yeah, they taste like a raisin. But like the skin is a little sort of tough, and it's not really pleasant to eat, but like the pulp on the inside has this like sort of subtle sweetness like a raisin. It's not as sweet as a raisin, but it's really good. So I'm gonna move past this. I'm gonna go over to the other one. Yeah, we never saw that one here. All right, so I'm gonna go down here. So there's a patch right down there. And so those bunch of trees there should be another sort of nanny berry bush. Raven seems to be having fun. I'm keeping her on a leash just in case. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of people on this trail, but it's better safe for now because Raven's not fully healed. And I don't really know when she'll be fully healed, to be honest. This right here. Okay, so I'm gonna take my backpack off. I'm gonna keep Raven there. This right here. So the leaves are still on here. I'm just gonna pick a bunch. And right next to it though is a vine that has a bunch of berries too that is actually toxic. And so they look almost identical to one another, but there's very big key differences. The other berries have a bunch of seeds in them, and then the nanny berry has a singular flat seed in it. And the stem is this pinkish red color. Yeah, this is so cool. This is just like a ton of food. And I don't know why none of the birds are eating them. Okay, so there you go. There are all the berries. That's so cool. It's almost like chocolatey also. Like a hint of like Tootsie Roll almost. It's really good. So these are the seeds. So they're brown. They're somewhat brown, I guess, or at least the flesh is brown. And these seeds are flat. Yeah, isn't that cool? I wonder if I can plant these. I got plenty of them. I'm gonna see if I can plant them then. If I can plant them in my backyard, that'd be pretty cool. I feel bad tethering Raven to the backpack, but it's for her own good. All right, Raven, you're a good girl. Good girl. All right. So I have a bag of the cut leaf here. Got another bag here, and got all these berries here. Yeah, there you go. I have to sort through these again when I get back home just to make sure I don't have like that toxic buried. Okay. There you go. Nice. Okay. Come here. So it's pretty chilly out, so I don't want to stay out here too long, and I don't want to go too far off. There's a bunch more over here, so I might collect a bunch more. We're going to go further down, and I'm going to look for that mountain mint. If I'm able to find the mountain mint, I'm going to collect a bunch, and then I'm going to probably head back home. You see all this orange and red? This is all of that nanny berry They're everywhere. They're growing everywhere. There's bunches of them everywhere, and they're practically been untouched. It's so cool. These are newly ripened too, that I'm collecting right now. And what's even crazier is not a lot of people even know about this. So there isn't a lot of foragers that are foraging for these. It's like the most accessible place ever. Like it's right off of the trail. All right, let's go forage for other stuff. All right, we're in a really big prairie, but check out all of that in the back there. All those trees. You can see it's somewhat green over here, and then it kind of goes orange and reds and yellows over here. Oh, look at Raven. How you doing, Raven? Okay, let's go. Ah, here you go. Like, look at all of this. That is just gorgeous. Like the camera, to be honest, as good as it is, it doesn't do like this scene justice. Like I can zoom out like this, and you can't really get the full spectrum of like all the colors and just the peripherals, I guess. It's like me standing here, seeing all of this with my eyes, I can see so much more. And it's just gorgeous. Raven. And I'm just happy Raven's happy. All right, let's keep going. Come on. So I just ran into this plant here. And here are the leaves. But the plant is like this. So like these are sort of like the flower buds. And what I did was I broke it like this, and I'm just like crumbling it in my fingers like this. And I'm smelling, it smells somewhat like minty and aromatic. But for some reason, it reminds me of the smell of the Renaissance Festival. I don't know why. like this. Yeah, it smells like the Renaissance Festival for some reason. But this is not the mountain mint. It's somewhat close maybe, but like the leaves look different, and the flower part is a bit different. It's a lot taller than the mountain mint. It's going to get late and it's going to get dark and cold, and so I might have to turn back. It's getting really windy too. So I'm gonna go for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. If I can't, I'm gonna head on back because I've kind of gone long enough already. It's been like an hour or two. Because I keep like stopping and doing things, and I don't want Raven out for too long also. He seems to be doing fine though, but yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so I found another plant. This right here is a plant that Mark and Tim showed me. The leaves, see the leaves? They kind of remind me of rosemary. But this plant right here, I don't remember what it's called, to be honest. If anyone does know, let me know in the comments below. But I can go like this and then smell it, and it smells like a sage to me. Yeah, it's very aromatic. It smells like a sage. This would be a good spice. And the leaves has like a tangy spiciness to it with some aromatics. It's really interesting. Still not our mountain mint though. Let's go. Take a look at what I just found. Some poop. Don't know from what animal though. I don't see any hair or fur or anything, so it doesn't look like it's from a predator. It's interesting. It has all these weird, like, maybe seeds or something? Or these sections. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, let's go, Raven. Yeah, let's go. All right, so I've been walking around. Still haven't been able to find this mountain mint. Kind of disappointed. It's been about an hour and 45 minutes now. Raven appears to be doing fine, but I still am trying my best to kind of work our way up, you know, in the time that I'm walking her and stuff. So I don't want Raven running around too much. But yeah, it's gonna get dark and I just don't want to be caught out in here. I'll come back next time. Oh, wait. Still not it. That's all right. But yeah, I've gone a pretty long distance here, so I am gonna head on back. I'm probably gonna cook the sochan and see how it tastes like cooked, because I've really enjoyed eating it raw, and so let's see what it tastes like. I need a wider angle. Look at the trees. Raven. All right, let's go home. Wow. I wish everyone is able to see this, like, with your own eyes. The camera doesn't do it justice. Like, you can look around, everything's yellow and orange. All the leaves down here are yellow. And everything around you, it's so beautiful. Just standing here and just taking everything in. You look at all the colors that are here in the woods. So you've got red leaves like that, orange leaves, green leaves still. This brings me a lot of joy. Yeah, it's so nice. It's a lot less windy out, like inside the woods, out where the prairie was. Yeah, it was super windy, it was getting cold. And it was a little bit frustrating walking around there. It's much nicer in the woods. But yeah, we're heading home now. So I have a bag of the cut leaf here. So another bag here. This was my wood nettle seeds. I'll keep it in my backpack in a zippered pocket here. Got all these berries here. Yeah, there we go. I have to sort through these again when I get back home just to make sure I don't have like that toxic berry. So right now I am in the lookout for some mountain mint in this area. Oh dang, I just realized we got a whole nother prairie section to go through to go back home. Yeah, we actually traveled pretty far. Yeah, the wind is picking up and it's getting pretty cold. The sun's gonna set. I think this is a good time to go home. But this has been fun. I've been able to find the cut leaf coneflower at least, and the other plant that I still have yet to identify, but I know that it's edible. I've got my nanny berries, my seeds. Wasn't able to find the mountain mint, but that's all right. I'll come back next time. All right, I'm out of the prairie. I'm back in the woods, and you can see that there's a bunch of wood nettle growing around me. All the yellow that you see is wood nettle. It's nice walking around in the woods like this, identifying plants, and then finding plants that you know are edible. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot more fun when you have a dog with you. Right, Raven? Right? You see that? All those trees up there, they look gorgeous. Yeah, my main camera won't be able to capture this. Like, I need a wider angle. Look at the trees. All right, let's go home. I wish everyone is able to see this, like, with your own eyes. The camera doesn't do it justice. Like, you can look around, everything's yellow and orange. All the leaves down here are yellow, and everything around you. It's so beautiful. There's a lot less windy out, like inside the woods, out where the prairie was. Yeah, it was super windy. It was getting cold. We gotta cross the street here. Gotta tell Raven to sit. Molly. Good girl. Stay. There's a lot of cars coming through this way. I should be able to cross after this car. Okay, let's go. I don't want her running around and doing a bunch of like really aggressive maneuvers and stuff like that, because I know Raven, she'll do it. And so keeping her on leash is a little safer, because it takes time for the muscle to get back into shape. Her leg is still weak, and I don't want her other leg to compensate, because if the other leg compensates too much, that one will eventually tear, and I do not want that to happen. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen, because like 36% of dogs get their other ACL torn, and I do not want Raven to be in that 36%. That's a high percentage. There we go. And she just jumps right in. And so yeah, I've got a lot of stuff here. Got a lot of water. Here's my vacuum. I just recently vacuumed. I'm gonna throw in some bedding in the back here, and I'll be able to sleep in the back of the van, because I got a trip coming up tomorrow. That was a pretty fun foraging session.